All right, hosers, welcome back to another video here in TKMS. Well, if you don't know about them, you're going to find out real soon. They just signed a deal with Seaspan to maintain future patrol submarines if and only if they win the contract. What the heck, eh? All right, so this is my hoser take. No spin, just straight talk with a conservative edge here. Now, here's the deal. This is coming from a Canadian press piece. First off, we know Canada's Victoria-class subs are aging really fast, right? And the Conservatives have been hammering the Liberals on defense spending, all right? Now, like I mentioned, this Canadian press piece has the German submarine builder, TKMS. They signed a teaming agreement with Seaspan shipyards to support and maintain potential new patrol subs for the Royal Canadian Navy. Now, only if TKMS wins the contract. Yeah, what do you think is going to happen there? You know what I mean. Seaspan's already keeping our 4 Victoria-class subs running, barely, okay? And those old boats, and they're old, need replacing in the next 10 years. Like, they need replacing like right now or 5 years ago. Now, this deal opens doors for potential future export work on the West Coast to include servicing or building vessels for other countries. Now, it's part of a supposed big multi-billion-dollar competition. TKMS and South Korea's Hanwha Oceans are the finalists. Personally, the Korean one is much better in my opinion. Now, Hanwha just signed a bunch of partnerships as well, including, get this, Algoma Steel and space satellite companies. Both sides are hustling big in Canadian companies to look good to the feds. They want to look good because they want this, they want the contracts. It's like two guys showing up to a job interview with a whole crew of buddies saying, we'll do the work right here. Yeah, okay, now Carney's Liberals, they are pushing lately hard on defense. I'll give them that. I want better defense in Canada. Carney's Liberals are pushing hard on that defense. But, and I think Poilievre is right here, Poilievre's Conservatives have been calling them out for years, and rightly so, because Trudeau did nothing, right? Nothing. Liberals are usually pretty poor on defense. Now, what they've done for years is they spent basically nothing. They were very weak on spending. We now have aging fleets, no real Arctic protection whatsoever against Russia and China threats. This deal, like I said, looks good, but it looks like a step, okay? A step, but it's conditional. No contract yet. Now, here's my real hoser take on this. In my opinion, this is Liberal weakness on full display. Carney's crew loves, and I mean they love to talk big about defense. And I think that's great that they're talking big about it, but our subs are rusting. They're rusting while they scramble partnerships instead of committing hard Canada first manufacturing and Arctic strength. Man, we need a stuff like it was yesterday. Now, Poilievre, Conservatives, they stand strong here. They call out these delays because the Liberals had their way, it'd be 10 years before we get anything. Conservatives demand real defense spending that protects sovereignty, spending that makes sense, resources, and the North without apology. That would be leadership, putting Canada first, not waiting, okay? Waiting for foreign builders and conditional deals. Mind you, I think the Korean ones would get our subs to us a lot faster if they built them in Korea, though, right? Now, Liberals, okay, let me just say this. Liberals are like a guy who rents a boat to go fishing, okay, while his own dock rots. then brags about the new paint job that he had on that dock. Poilievre's the one ready to build the dock properly and then own the boat. And I think that's a good way of doing it. We want to be able to build these subs and stuff in Canada. It might take a little longer, but you know what? That brings good Canadian jobs to Canada and gets our ports and our shipbuilding back up onto par. Get the subs built here, get even more surface assets built here is what I'm saying, okay? Now, if you look at my whiteboard here, I wrote down submarine deal, okay? Submarine deal, all right? This is all about TKMS and Seaspan teaming up for subs. My hoser take or my hoser view on that, like I mentioned, Liberals are weak. They're scrambling these partnerships. And I believe that Poilievre and the Conservatives, they stand much stronger here if they were in power. They would want Canada first, real defense, and they want to protect that North. And they've shown that they want to do that. And we've got to do that. We've got to protect the North. The Americans want that too, right? Anyways, in the end, TKMS teams with Seaspan for submarine sustainment. Liberals' defense is still weak. They talk big about it. Nothing's getting done. Liberals are good at that. Canada needs better leadership. I say give the Conservatives a chance here. Give Poilievre Conservatives a chance. See what they can do. See if they can do Canada first like they said. See if they can defend our sovereignty better than Liberals can. See if common sense leadership is better than Liberal leadership. Anyways, that's my briefing.